Hello, YouTube fans. It's Dr. Matthew Johnson, and I'm coming to you live. Actually, not live because it's being recorded, but let's pretend for a moment. I'm coming to you live from the Georgia Camp Xanue in Adairsville, Georgia. That's right, boys and girls. There's a Camp Xanue on the East Coast, and we have spent 2 nights at this wonderful location owned by Cindy Johnson. No relationship to me, but she is my sister from another mister. Okay, so we're going to go around the circle and we're going to hear testimonials from people who are in attendance from both Friday nights and Saturday nights. So you guys have 2 days to cover with your memory banks. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm a Georgia native, and here in Georgia I've had a wonderful weekend, ate way too much great food, and met a bunch of beautiful people. I personally didn't witness anything myself, but I'm not discouraged. After all, this man has told us it's taken him 24 years to witness this, and then I know my other weekend mates have and haven't gotten to know all of them. I'm encouraged. So I've started my journey and will be continuing on so going forward. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, my name is Barb and I live in the North Georgia mountains right now as well. And I am here at this beautiful location. If Dr. Jace, pans out, you'll see gorgeous trees, gorgeous sky. It's beautiful. Food is wonderful. And we had our second night around the logs.
Woodpile.
The wood pile,
Yes,
thank you. I was
yes.
going to call it the bar,
Yeah,
where
the
you
bar,
meet up.
that's right, where you
But
chilled.
I didn't want to say
Where
that.
everybody knows your
I
name.
didn't want to say that,
Yeah.
but the bar, the
Yeah.
wood pile. And at this point, I have not had contact with the Xanue that I am aware of. I am not discouraged either. We have another night, and then, there's us performing these same type of items that we're doing now at our own home in the North Georgia mountains. I will say, yesterday I was in the back of the pickup messing around and clunking around. Now, Dr. J heard a wood crack, and then you
Yep.
heard the wood crack too.
That's
I
true.
didn't.
And that's just for everybody else. All the way over there is where that took place. Okay, go ahead.
So just wanted to mention that I guess I was a part of something. And anyway, I'm looking forward to tonight too. And who knows?
Okay, thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Linda from Southern California, and I guess being this is my first time, anything Xanue, but being it's my first testimonial, just to further introduce myself, I should let folks know I am a strong disciple of Christ. So if any of you Christians out there are praying for discernment and wondering what's going on, well, you could do what I did and just come out and find out for yourself. I'm already been very blessed so far, and I should say, if we saw the weather report, it's been rainy in Georgia, except for the days of Camp Xanue, and it's been absolutely beautiful here. And Dr. Johnson drove me up from the airport, so thank you to him. I was blessed there too.
You're welcome.
And Cindy's home is just so beautiful. I mean, when we first got here, I just had to take it all in, because it's so beautiful and peaceful. And you hear that in other testimonials, but I think it needs to be reiterated because people aren't just saying that. Like, it really is. And also, so my first night, not last night, but the one before, I went down to the wood pile and I just sang from my heart to them, because my understanding is, they don't have egos, so I'm just like, I don't want to have one here either. And so I just sang songs of things that I wanted to say to them, but I did it in song form.
Quite beautifully, I might add, right, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, she's got a good voice.
I kind of make it up as I go, and it's funny because I was telling Dr. Johnson, I feel kind of nervous, like I'm meeting people for the first time, and I felt that again last night, and not like a fear, just kind of like a nervousness, like, oh, it's so new, you know. And so Friday night, I kept seeing, like, I mean, looking back now, I think there were sparks of energy, but they were so brief. It'd be like, whoa, what was that? Whoa, what was that? And then one that was really clear but quick was, it was white, and it was like a squiggly energy, like kind of like that, just really quick. And I know that wasn't a firefly, because we had the fireflies join us last night, and that was just, that in itself was just gorgeous and glorious, but that was different. And then it's okay, because then Mark told me he saw a little one near me, which is funny, because I was asking in my sing-songy way if I could meet their little ones. And then last night I didn't see as many sparks fly, so to speak. And then I talked to them, and then I sang the song Jesus, Lover of My Soul. And then later on, when Cindy went down, I was watching her at the wood pile, and she was down there a while, and she was wearing a light colored sweater, right? And it was easier to see her because of the light colored sweater. But after a while, toward the end of her time there, I was having a hard time seeing her. Now, mind you, there's no lights. My eyes have already really adjusted.
It's pitch dark.
Yeah, I could see really well by and the moon was still bright.
Yes.
But Cindy began to kind of shift out of my focus, and I kept trying to focus my eyes, and then I realized, you know, someone must be embracing her, because she would fade and fade some more, and then the other folks were seeing it as well, and you'll hear probably even a more better description of what they saw. And then I haven't told anyone this yet. It was so beautiful. But when I went to my cot and I just looked up at the sky, and mind you, I had just talked to Dr. Johnson about how I feel as Christ followers, there is something to astronomy. Now, I may not follow astrology, but I do believe God speaks through the cosmos, that there are prophetic signs there, and you know, and I've read the book of Enoch, and I was telling Matt that I felt that, you know, here we're talking about being beings of light and learning about beings of light. Well, in a way, the stars are beings of light, and when you read about them in Enoch, they almost sound like they even have free will. Like there's a path God's chosen for them, and they do kind of fall into trouble if they don't stay on that path. And Enoch talked about them as being luminaries. And so when I looked up in the sky, I saw like one of the most glorious shooting stars I've ever seen in my life. And it was so clear and so perfect, and it lasted at least 5 seconds. And it left a trail of, I don't know, awesome glory. I don't know what to call it. And it was so beautiful, like this light trail, and just went.
Wow.
Yeah, so I felt really blessed, and I just felt like that was a gift from God, because I was also praying that, you know, after that I was like, Lord, show me what you want me to see, and then that happened.
Cool.
So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, I'm Renee. I also live here in North Georgia. I'm having an amazing time. The first night, I didn't have much of an experience. I did feel someone touch the back of my calf, and I felt energy shoot up and down my legs. And I had that happen to me Friday night. But then last night, when I went up to the woodpile, I was standing there and I was talking with him. I said, I'd really like for you to reach out and touch my hand. About that time, they moved one of the logs. So it scared me and I jumped back. Because it terrified me. And I thought, they were testing me to see how I would react. And I could feel that they were laughing at me. And so I started laughing. I started feeling really happy. And I just thanked them for being here. And for this gathering. And I just felt so good, and so I went and sat down. But then later, after everybody had went up to the woodpile, Cindy came and said, oh, I need to go talk to them. So she goes to the right side of the woodpile, and I thought, what's she going over there for? And she was standing there, and I saw these hands come out and embrace her. And then I saw another hand and another hand. Oh, she was just getting all these glorious hugs. I could see the hands. And I could see little hands like they reached all the way around her back. And I could see one reaching up from behind. And I looked over at Mark and I said, are you seeing what I see? And he says, yes, there's hands. I see the hands. And I could tell they loved her, they cared for her, they were just embracing her one after the other. And we were just feeling so much love. And I was feeling so much love for Cindy and how special she was. And then she walked around and went to the woodpile. I thought, well, maybe she's going to look at the little ones. I saw all these blue orbs go around her. And all of a sudden, she was covered in blue. And it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. I will never forget this moment. And in Mark's scene, it was like a testimony to the second witness that it happened. And to see all those embraces. And she would disappear.
She disappeared out of your view? The blue, bluish, greenish energy is a healing energy.
But they were surrounding her and she was engulfed in blue.
Wow, okay.
It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Cool.
And I'm having an awesome time here.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Deborah. I'm also here from North Georgia. And I just want to tell you that we're having such a great time here. It's just awesome. We love it here. This camp has been the greatest so far. I've been embraced by love from others, and of course we had great food, great friendship. Christ has put his spirit here with us. The Xanue are here with us. And it's just been amazing. I haven't had very much experience like a lot of others that's here, but the first night when I went to the woodpile, I put my hand out and I asked the little children to please touch my hand. I just wanted to welcome them, you know, for them to welcome me and shake my hand. Well, nothing happened. Nothing happened. I left my right hand out here, nothing happened. So I took it back. I put my left hand out. And when I put my left hand out, my fingers just started moving just like this. And I could feel them touching me. And that was the experience from the first night. And last night, I didn't have any great experience, but I saw things. I saw red glow around the woodpile at certain times, and then it would disappear. And then I would see other things like, I don't know, like a figure shape. And it was just amazing, and I just want to share that with you, and it's just great here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Hello there.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm from Florida.
Florida.
Yeah, a long way from home.
What
Loving
you
it
doing
here.
up here in these parts?
Trying to learn, trying to experience. Cindy is the hostess with the mostest, and she wants to feed you until you pop, and I love it.
That's
And,
true.
Just great people, great experience, beautiful place. The very first night I arrived actually a little early, as I was heading for Indiana from Florida, and I walked a lot. I saw structures, I saw crosses, I saw different types of structure.
Out in the woods, you mean?
Yeah, out in the woods.
Okay.
Yep. In the morning when I woke up, I had a couple little handprints on my door that you could see in the dew. It had rained the night before. It was pretty windy. Unfortunately, didn't even think to take pictures. Was just excited to see something. Haven't been around children and lower than I could bend and smaller hands than mine, actually. Also, the other day found a little wood stick cross on the ground over by my camper.
Cool.
Thought, well, maybe somebody's playing with me a little bit. And I've seen many things. The first night, I saw a few orbs when Linda was singing. I saw a small shadow. It was small. It was just a dark image move across the wood pile. It was probably this long and maybe this tall. I couldn't see it clearly, but it was definitely, it moved over to her and kind of disappeared over by her legs. But I think it was someone coming to embrace her, to visit her. But the finale for me was last night with Cindy as well. I experienced a lot of different things. I experienced the eye glow about 3 foot above her head. I saw arms just wrapping large and small around her, embracing her. I saw her nearly disappear several times. Parts of her disappear because of the arms wrapped her, and it was so clear. There was so much love, so much embracing taking place. I also saw, as Renee said, the blue little orbs. To me, they appeared a little more white, but it was a bluish glow that kind of encapsulated her. I saw the warrior as he moved his sword. At one time, I could see the crisp edges of the sword as he lifted it.
I saw that too. That was pretty cool.
And learning, to adjust my eyes. That was a big part for me, because at night I always want to focus and small focus, but I learned I had to use the peripheral and let my view take in more, and then kind of, for me, almost squint a little bit. That made things clearer and crisper as far as the light beings. It's been a wonderful experience. I did hear a couple wood knocks, which I guess I forgot to mention anyway until I heard you talk about the wood knocks, and I just heard two. Is one on one side of me, one on the other, single knocks, and that was it. They both sounded identical.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. But I've had a wonderful time. I'll definitely be back if Cindy will have me. Love all these people.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Hello. Who are you and where are you from?
I'm Tom. I'm from the suburban Charlotte in South Carolina, actually.
Awesome.
Like everybody else, I'm really having a great time. It's a wonderful place, great scenery, wonderful people, great food. Probably gained 5 pounds while I'm here. Yeah, it's actually one of the experiences you find is not only with what you see at the woodpile or whatever. Everybody else shares their experiences too, whether they're from here or from something they had before. So you learn a lot while you're here. First night I went down to the woodpile, nothing much happened. It was kind of disappointing, so I thought, yeah. So the next night, however, when I went down, before I actually went down, I put my hands out to see if anybody would touch them. I noticed the tips of my fingers disappear, so I assumed that somebody was touching them.
Yep.
So then I went down to the woodpile, did the same thing, and most of my fingers disappeared. I did notice like a dark shadowy figure looked like it raised its hand, and her arm, I should say. And I also saw what next to it, I guess a shimmering type thing, and that also moved. And I was wondering, of course, at the time, is this a trick of the eye or what's happening? But I thought it was pretty awesome to see it in any case. I went back to my seat and I decided to take some random shots in the dark with my camera to see what would show up, because sometimes what you can see in the camera is not visible to the naked eye. So I did pick up a pretty distinct red orb in one of the shots. Dr. Johnson lightened the picture for me. There's all kinds of interesting things, shapes on it, various colors. I'm not sure what they are. I have no explanation, but I understand they're the Xanue, or perhaps other creatures in any case, in their otherwise not physical state. Anyway, I thought this was an amazing experience, and I'm looking forward to coming back. Thanks.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, I'm Sharon. I'm from Virginia. From the moment we got here, we were welcomed, spoiled, rotten. Like they keep saying, the food was amazing. The property is beautiful. I really enjoyed each night sleeping out under the stars. It was beautiful weather. The property, there's trails in the property that take you back. You can see some structures, and I really enjoyed that. The first night we were here, we had got here late, but we were in time to walk down to the woodpile and sang a little bit and talked to them and let them know that I was happy they were here and happy that I was there. And that night when I went to sleep, I was out cold, a really deep sleep, and I was awoken by someone thudding on the bottom of my cot, and it woke me up, and I looked, and of course there's no one there. So that was exciting. Last night was really exciting with Cindy. When she had gone down the woodpile, she kind of went off to the one side, and she was there for a while, and I couldn't see really clear, but what I did see is the fact that part of her body kind of disappeared, like arms, like on either side of her, like you could see the shadow of arms wrapping around her, and she kind of disappeared a little bit, and that was really amazing. I've seen some orbs floating around, and the people here, you can be open and talk about anything. I've been really blessed by just the love for Jesus here, and for the Xanue. And I also have learned so much with Matt's presentations, and just really glad I came. It's worth the trip.
Awesome. It is worth the trip. Thank you very much. Hello there.
Hi, I'm Roberta. I'm also from the Virginia area. I didn't know quite what to expect coming out here. But, you know, it was definitely worth it to come out for experience and learning great things, mind-blowing things that we're learning.
Mm-hmm.
And now I haven't had any experiences myself, but I'm definitely eager for tonight, and hoping to have some type of interaction. And definitely amazing food.
Yep.
Just amazing.
Yep.
Can't get enough of it.
Agreed.
And the love that everyone shows, the connection everyone has, it's been great. Great people, great experience. Would love to do it again in the future. It's just amazing time.
Thank you, Roberta, and thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Well, we've all heard about this person and how she disappears, but she keeps coming back, dag-nabbit.
They don't keep me.
No, you keep coming back. Hi, who are you? Where are you from?
I'm Cindy, and I'm the one that's down here doing my thing and the Xanue thing. It's been great. This is our first really big official camp. it's neat to have these people validating what they've seen and telling me what they've seen, because I have a tendency not to experience a lot. When I go down to the wood pile and I'm talking to them and stuff, I don't see anything, I don't feel anything, but I know they're there, and I have no doubts at all. So I just talk to them like they're standing right there, which they are, but I can't see it or anything. And it's really nice to know that they are hugging me, they are loving me and stuff. The thing that I experienced, I did, when I was sitting next to Matt, I did see the warrior standing there in a big kind of a light shape. I didn't see the arm coming up and down or anything. I did see sparkles that were different than the fireflies. I've gotten to where I know what a firefly is and the difference between an orb. The big thing that I experienced was in the house a couple of days ago. I'm a clean freak, so I'm always cleaning something. And I went into my bird room, and as I'm going in, there's red pop splashed clear to the ceiling, about
on the
6
walls.
feet wide, all over the wall, all over the white door, all over the floor. And I'm thinking, okay, one of these campers got into a white pop, must have shook it and opened it, and it went everywhere. And apparently didn't say anything to me. And I thought, well, adults, you'd think they'd have cleaned up their mess if they knew that was going on. And nobody said anything. And so I just cleaned it all up. Well, then the next day, one of the other gals was getting into the can of pop. We had a cooler full of the pop, and she finds a half empty, not opened can of pop, and she got to looking at it, and we all started looking at it, and there's like teeth marks in the side of the can of pop. So apparently they were trying to open it and didn't realize you have to pull that tab, and they poked holes, and it must have gone all over the walls. And then they were probably embarrassed, and maybe their mom said something, and they put it back in the ice chest.
In the cooler.
In the cooler.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
it was pretty cute, and we've got the pop can, and I'm going to save it. So that was pretty exciting. And now I know that because I had told them, if you want to eat something, there's carrot cake, there's all this stuff. You kids can get into whatever. And my house is an open house. If you need something, you get in there. And so they know that too. And it's just been so neat having everybody here. Oh yeah, here's the can. Here we go. We'll show you the can. The can is not opened, but there's teeth marks here, here. It's been crushed, like they were holding it like this and didn't know how to open it, and they bit it. And it's full about here. And this is what was sprayed all over the wall. So I thought that was pretty cool. That just validates that those kids are here.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
So I really want to encourage people, come and join us here. You don't have to fly clear across the United States. I would highly recommend that you do, because it's awesome at Matt's. It is incredible. I've had amazing experiences at his property, and Zorth led me here. I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. It's been awesome. They've helped me move in. They've helped me knock down trees that I needed to have taken down because they were dangerous. They've put big X's. They've put welcome signs. So it's pretty awesome here. It's where I'm supposed to be. It's where they want me, and I'm loving it. And I'm so grateful that Matt finally got to come down here and kind of head things off, and now we're off and running. So I would encourage everybody, if you can, come and visit us. And if you can't make it on a designated camp weekend, just call me up and say, hey, I've got this weekend free, or the middle of the week. I'm here all the time. And it's an open door policy. Once you're here, you're family. So just come. Please come. Take advantage of this. You'll experience some mind-blowing stuff. You'll love it. It's so awesome. So just come.
Camp Xanue, where connections are made. Connections with God, connections with the Xanue, connections with your fellow brother and sister in Christ. Now, I'm going to stand up and do a 360 panoramic view of the property. She's got a lot of acreage here with trails and structures. And it's just, and then driving here, just the drive to get here is beautiful. It's incredible. You have an incredible place. Now, in closing, I want to encourage all of you to come to the Georgia Camp Xanue weekend events and the Washington Camp Xanue weekend events. If you go to xanue.com and you click on the events page, you'll have a choice to go to either camp or both camps. The dates are going to be the same. So when we're having a camp in Washington, there will be a camp going on in Georgia at the same time. When I am teaching at the Washington camp, we're going to live stream it to the Georgia camp. So I'll be teaching both camps at the same time. And in the near future, we're going to be starting a Camp Xanue in the state of Oklahoma. The people there don't realize it yet that Zorth wants them to start that camp, but they're going to be doing it,
Yay.
I guarantee you. So we'll have a West Coast, an East Coast, and Central America. So not
Ukraine.
in the in the Ukraine, man, we're going to have a in Oklahoma. Okay, so East, West, and Central. So anyway, now I'm going to do that weird thing that I always see people do in their other YouTube videos, which I seldom ever do. Some of you, I would think, watch enough YouTube videos to know that you should be doing this because it helps the people that produce the YouTube videos for your enlightenment. Okay, so here I go. Please like, please share, and please comment on the video. Okay? Like, share, comment. Don't just watch the video and go, that was cool, and not like it. Don't watch the video and go, that was cool, and not share it. And don't watch the video and go, that was cool, and not leave a comment. Okay, so please like, share, and leave a comment. Once again, I would like to thank all of you, yay, for coming to the Georgia Camp Xanue weekend event. And there will be many more to go in. This is Dr. Matthew Johnson signing off, but don't forget, we're going to have one more testimonial video from the Georgia Camp Xanue weekend event tomorrow. So there's going to be another video posted. Between now and then, I'm going to miss you. But I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.